Today, we introduce the Tuck Demon. Hey guys, welcome back to Stovepipe TV. Welcome to 2025. I'm Luke.
I'm Adam. And this is our first video recorded in 2025.
Truth.
And it's a very special one because I've been hinting at this for a while now. Believe it or not, I didn't build it. So, but it's finally here. It's finally done. And we figured we would introduce the Vanquish AR-9. But not just any Vanquish AR-9. She's had a lot of work done. And still a lot more work to do, as we found out today. But to start off this build, and we're going to make this section short and simple because I'm sure a lot of people want to hear this thing shoot.
What's the beating heart of this?
So the thing that makes this different than any other Vanquish AR-9 is the Angstadt arms 10.5-inch integrally suppressed.
Angstadt,
yeah. There's no D there. Angstadt arms, integrally suppressed, 10.5-inch barrel.
The Vanquish 9.
Vanquish 9.
Yeah.
Yes. This is let's just start while we're at the front because there's no tip.
Yeah.
Needless to say,
it is tipless.
But that's the barrel and suppressor shroud. This is okay. Some people are gonna get mad at this. Maybe this is a Daniel Defense MFR XL 10-inch rail. In key mod. This is a pretty unobtainium rail to get since Daniel Defense doesn't make these anymore. I took the gamble on a ad on Gunbroker and actually got what I wanted. Got the package. So.
But it looks like it's missing a little bit.
So the end of the handguard has been chopped because apparently a 10.5-inch barrel and a 10-inch handguard, somebody's lying about their measurement. Somebody's overestimating a little bit.
Yeah, it got circumcised.
A little bit. It got the end chopped. But our gunsmith did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks great.
Really good.
So, and everybody says, well, how are you going to use the key mod? How are you going to use the key mod? Well, the Tango Down key mod is apparently a little different than most of them. So it actually works.
Yeah, it's perfect.
This is a Gen 4, I believe, matched Vanquish receiver set, Vanquish bolt, Timony trigger, which we're going to get into that later. B23 pistol grip, talons. This is a Radian Raptor SD. Vanquish buffer tube. The whole buffer assembly is Vanquish, except for the internals. If you guys are interested in building an AR-9, I definitely recommend you check out Blowback 9.
Yep.
He's on YouTube. He's on Reddit. This guy's everywhere. He is If there's a question you have about a Blowback 9mm, he knows the answer.
The premium knowledge base of AR-9s.
So we went with, I went with his gentle recoil system that he recommends. It's a flat wire buffer spring, carbine link buffer spring, a Kinshot hydraulic buffer, and 2 Kinshot tungsten weights. And this is a A5 tube. So the A5 buffer tube is just like 3/4 of an inch longer than a normal buffer tube. So it allows all that weight to pack in there. And this thing is like a Cadillac compared to the Mat 9, at least, because the Mat 9 is brutal.
Yeah, but it also has a very truncated buffer system since it's internal.
Yeah, and but because it has to be because it's bufferless. Magpul, I don't remember. SL, there you go. And then just a Gat Monkey sling, which is pretty cool.
EOTech.
Oh, yeah, Unity riser, and then this is the EXPS2. One of them. It's the QD one.
No night vision.
No night vision, side buttons.
Yep.
So. But yeah, this thing. So, do we shoot it or do we start with the problems?
We'll shoot and go over the problems simultaneously.
Maybe we can get the problems to reenact.
But that never happens if we mention it first. So let's get it shooting.
I like that. Let's do it. Okay, so something I want to note too with all of these tungsten weights and hydraulic buffer in the back, it really shortens up the throw of the bolt. Like the bolt only comes back to about there.
We know Adam likes short stroking, so
yeah. So, but the bolt, everything still functions like it's supposed to, except Colt mags are
toy.
Loaded Colt mags are toy. But I'm gonna let you guys hear this thing. I'll just let it be a surprise. Okay, so cameraman had to go get his glasses because he's scared. Because my last AR-9 didn't go so well. But there was one in there. Usually I'm bad about not charging it, but treat every gun as if it's loaded. So these are standard 115 grain, just your range ammo. Oh, that was a good shot, actually. Okay, so let's run some drills. I'm excited. What do I want to do? Give me something.
Mozambique middle target.
Okay, I can handle that. Also, we can see where this thing's shooting because
that'll be helpful.
I zeroed on steel at about 8 yards and said good enough. So
that's honestly pretty good for us.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Okay. Yeah.
195.
It's there. Oh, did it pick up all three of them?
Yep.
Okay. So let me just state that I did my gunsmith, and I don't want to mention him because he might not want to be affiliated with our gooberness. But while I was over there with him, we chronoed this thing, and these 115 grain 9 mils are coming out at about 1280 was about the average. So if you're unfamiliar to subsonic, that is not subsonic. So there is some plans in the future to maybe open up some of these ports. We'll see how that goes. But he basically said, get this thing out of my shop. It's been here for 3 months. I'm tired of working on it. Go shoot it and we'll see what happens. So here we are. But let's do a 222.
All right.
And what was that? That was a
159.
159? Okay.
All right. Stand by.
One C.
Miss.
Nah, bro, I stacked them in there. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
How did
I only
miss?
picked up 4.
Did I only shoot 4?
No, you shot 6. It just when you turned that way, I think it got too quiet because with me standing right here, it's picking up.
Okay.
But bill drill.
I'm gonna show there's 6 in here. Yeah.
Middle target. Stand by. Got all 6. 168. Not bad.
I'm gonna say the 0 is still a little low, right? That's not me. That's just the optic 0, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Apparently, I've been told I look like one of the Wet Bandits.
He is definitely giving Wet Bandit energy right now. He is.
If you know that reference, put it in the comments below. We had to watch that movie for Christmas.
Yep.
I've got like 5 rounds. I'm just gonna shoot them, and then I'm gonna let you have a
Sounds
gander.
Good.
Let's see. We'll go for 100. And as you can see, lock back. No issues. Smoky. And another big concern with this thing is that the handguard's going to get hot. We all shot a mag through this thing back to back to back to back. And you can still hold the handguard. You can get your fingers just right to where you can kiss that suppressor shroud through the key mod. And you get a little hot spot on your fingertip. But
it's kind of nice when it's a bit chilly out here.
It is. It's not bad. So I'm gonna give you this. We are empty, and she's on safe. And I got you a mag.
Look at you. I'll give you that. So, cool thing about the Noveski receiver set is the paddle release.
It's a really nice paddle release too.
It's technically a full ambi.
Yeah.
Because you've got the paddle release for your magazine, and then you've got an ambi bolt
release. You don't have a bolt stop on the right side.
No.
But who gives a crap? Let me do a little bit of planking. That's not bad.
You want to do the same thing?
Yeah, Mozambique.
Mozambique.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by. About 9.
What was my time?
134.
Sheesh.
Sorry, I'm getting a spam risk in the middle of recording. Don't you just hate that?
What'd you do next? 222? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
222.
Mhm.
Shooter ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Trigger like stalled a little bit there on my last shot. It was weird.
Next
We'll get
is
into that in just a few minutes.
a bill drill.
Okay.
You should have plenty.
Yeah.
Make sure it went in there. You notice
Yeah,
it did not.
There it goes.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Bill drill. Stand by. $167.
The trigger is very nice whenever it's working.
Finish the mag off. You wanna mag dump like 30 through it?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Always down to mag dump.
I don't have any more mags loaded.
So we'll be back.
Okay, so to prove that the handguard doesn't get hot, we're about to mag dump 64 rounds through this thing. Actually, 20 rounds because these are only like 10 round mags.
Yep.
They're not 64, 32, whatever. So
You just want me to do all 60?
I'm gonna give you a mag and I'm gonna do a
Okay.
mag.
Here, I'll get off the sling then so we can quickly switch over.
Yeah.
Cameraman put us on the tripod. He's scared. Ready?
Hell yeah.
The amount of powder flying out the end of this thing is crazy.
If you're a friend.
Bro, I didn't even use the ambi.
Oh. So, I'm glad that just happened.
Yeah.
The trigger did not reset. Give her a feel. I smell it.
That's nice.
Don't squeeze too hard.
That's nice. Nah, I touched it a little bit. It's still not. I mean, it's not.
Can you see the heat coming off the end of it? Maybe.
That's hard to see.
Do you feel the heat coming off of
Mhm.
it?
Hell yeah.
I was curious I was really skeptical as to why you put the SD in there. I'm fucking glad you did.
The
'Cause-
SD. Oh, yeah.
Because powder was hitting my glasses.
That's crazy because I didn't get much.
I got a lot.
I didn't get much.
It could have been coming from the
Well,
port
look
and flying
at the
back. It
bolt.
definitely
Yeah.
was.
You see the bolt?
It's
Look at all the powder on the bolt.
dirty.
Get the lighter. But yeah, it's not. It does not get that bad. I mean, that was 64 rounds
No.
within 45 seconds.
I mean, oh, my hand went through the key mod slot. You go through the key mod slot,
It's gonna sting.
it gonna
They
get
give you
you.
a kiss.
But I mean, not bad. Well, I say let's wrap this up with the things I wish I would have done differently,
Mhm.
and we'll go from there.
Maybe some complaints from Gunsmith.
Yeah, true too. As you may have known by now, we haven't talked about the Cerakote on this thing,
Mhm.
and I purposely waited till the end, and I did not forget. But the handguard, the receivers, and the buffer tube were all Cerakoted by our gunsmith. They are the Noveski Bazooka Green. Now, according to the gunsmith, if you buy a Noveski receiver set or actually anything anodized / powder coated from Noveski or Cerakoted from Noveski, good luck stripping it off because Noveski, according to their website, their process, they
hard coat anodize it first.
Yes.
And then they put Cerakote over it.
Which makes it almost next to impossible to strip the
we'll
finish off.
We'll put in some images of the process of him stripping them.
I think he went through a full 5-gallon bucket of
media.
Yeah. Which he uses some kind of aluminum media, which is supposed to not ruin the actual metal.
Right.
So, but either way, that was the issue with the Cerakote, which I don't know if it's necessarily an issue.
That's incredible.
That's just something to be wary of. Also, the fitment on these receivers are so tight. Now that it's been Cerakoted, it's next to impossible to get these pins out of here. You have to punch the pins out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very happy with the barrel. I wish it was quieter, considering if you shoot 165s, the chronograph was reading 800 feet per second, which those 165s, the box reads 800 feet per second. So there's not any real.
And I'm going to give Angstadt the benefit of the doubt that they do that just so it will consistently run whatever you put through it. It makes a lot of sense when they're trying to sell a lot of these.
I just wish that it was a 115 grain only barrel.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be eventually.
Well, it will be. There is no might be. It will be. Because I think the end goal is to get this thing down to about 1,000, 950,000, somewhere in there. Because I really don't want this I don't need 100 yard, max 100 yard ranges be it.
Because if you're buying an integrally suppressed gun, you want it to be as quiet as possible. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
It's a range toy that's supposed to be stupid quiet.
Yeah, and it is not quiet.
Yeah. And that goes to show because the shot timer was picking it up, and that thing struggles picking up 5.56.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even picking up. It wasn't picking up the Wolfman, the Dead Air Wolfman. It wouldn't pick up at all. So, but I will say, Blowback 9. Please go check that guy out.
He's genius
for his recommendations because this buffer system is phenomenal. I don't think I have any other real complaints.
Yeah, the trigger is just.
Oh, the trigger.
I think that's a learning thing.
Yeah. I when I was mag dumping it, I had a fail to reset. It wouldn't reset the trigger. I had to keep tapping it till it reset. So I don't know.
I had one that last round that I mentioned. It just stumbled a little bit. It didn't fully reset, but as soon as I fully just let my finger off the trigger, it fully did.
So I don't. To be safe, if you're planning on building an AR-9 mil-spec trigger, just stick with a mil-spec trigger, and you'll be fine. Because that's ended up what happened with the Mat 9. This is the trigger that would not work at all in the Mat 9, and it got repurposed into this.
Great trigger though.
It is a nice trigger.
As far as poundage, and it's really nice.
Now, when we first got out here and we were shooting it, if you didn't ride the reset, it would double tap. It would binary. So, of course, it doesn't happen on the video because,
feature problem.
Well, it depends on who you ask. I personally did not want this to be a binary. But really, other than that, I'm very happy with this build. This is a very expensive build, expensive build for me anyway. I'm sure somebody would.
Actually.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, if you guys want to see some more of this build or some more other builds we got planned this year, they're coming.
Yeah, we got big plans this year.
So leave a comment on what you think. Like, subscribe if you feel like it. Check out Blowback 9. We'll leave his channel in the description. Hopefully he sees this video and knows that his hard work is very much appreciated. Yeah, that's about it. Let's wrap this up. So, bye-bye.
No, you were supposed to slam it.
I know, bro. I hit the wrong button. Thumbnail. Not thumbnail.
Intro. Oh, okay. That was worse than mine. That one sounded like you placed a fucking dollop. That was
The dollop is crazy. Hello.
Hello, this is Stovepipe TV. I have a big penis.
I just shit my britches.